being on watch so much, you always need to know what's happening around you to be on guard. And this is why we have Nightly News. And welcome back, where we react to the news, not give you the news. In fact, we do not want you to use us as reliable sources so much that we purposely put fake news articles in Nightly News just so you can't trust anything we say and have to double check stuff yourself from reliable sources. Not CNN. It's not reliable. Oz.
Yes.
What do you have for us of the news?
Oh, okay. So for the news that we're...
Shut up, Oz. How are you, Nathan, today?
I'm going pretty good.
You're going pretty good?
It's a warm day today, but
It is a bit warm.
We're inside in the shade.
Do you have anything in life that you wanted to share? Local news?
Local news. I bought some. I went to a game shop over the weekend and bought some mini paint.
Mini paint?
And a wet palette.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
How much does the wet palette cost?
Honestly, it was really expensive. I grabbed just some of the things, and I was like, to my wife, is it okay if I buy this? She goes, yeah, sure. And then I, like, give it to them. He's like, $215, please. And I was like...
Nathan, here's the thing. You can make a wet palette for, like, $4.
I know.
That's what I do.
I know you do.
What?
You have a random hair sticking out from your moustache, like, straight.
Oh, yeah, that's my lucky hair.
It's triggering me.
It's my lucky hair.
I just want to rip it out.
Should I? Do it.
This is really weird.
Be quick about it. Didn't even feel it.
Didn't even feel it. So
Wow, that came out so easily.
Just for some reason, the thought of touching you really creeped me out.
Does that feel uncomfortable?
Slightly. Local news.
What am I, Smeagol? Like, don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Local news for me. The air conditioner in here isn't doing its job. And we're coming into summer. In Australia.
Local news for me. You know who else isn't doing their job? This guy. Okay. Can we get into the news
That's
now?
just not even news anymore. That's just like
Fact of the
normal.
universe.
I'm sorry that I get videos done quickly.
Do you though?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But when people are getting eaten by alligators in the Northern Territory...
What does that have?
I got it, but you didn't...
I don't get it.
He got it.
It's a political meme
Is
where...
it?
What's
Bob Catter.
Yeah, he's talking about gay marriage.
He's talking about gay marriage.
He's
He's like,
like,
I don't care if some couple want to go at it, but when people are getting eaten by crocodiles in the Northern Territory...
I'm not having any time on it.
That's the important stuff. We really should.
Alligators, people.
Alligators, the dingoes eating babies, they're a plague, especially the emus. You have no idea what we have to deal with in Australia. It's constant war.
Yeah.
Really?
Alligators.
Like, you think those emus had just retreated? Do you think I'm armed to the teeth just because I like weapons? Guys, you have no idea.
Now, you guys don't see it because they're below the camera, but we're actually wearing ground harnesses right now because we don't want to fall into the sun.
Oh, Australia is just like an apocalyptic, you know.
Well, you've seen Mad Max?
Yeah.
Well, the only difference is, you know, Mad Max doesn't have the animals that we have.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. Yeah.
Literally the only one.
Like, the air conditioner runs on gasoline, and we're running out.
Yeah. You're going to have to go and fight some raiders to get some more.
Yep. Anyway, so that's local news.
Yes, local news.
But here's some international news, media news, pop culture news, and all that other stuff. So, Halo!
Halo! What? Halo?
Just get it over with. Rip off the Band-Aid.
I'm so excited. Go on, go.
Just hurry. Okay. Halo Infinite released a trailer and it was woke trash.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, oh really?
Woke trash.
Halo.
Yeah.
You were the chosen.
What the I got it off the felt. That's the important thing.
Just make sure it doesn't touch any cables.
Grab me some. It didn't touch any cables. Just grab me some paper. Quick.
Really?
Quick.
Where's
Paper
that?
towel up top. Left. Up.
I see it.
Hurry.
Give us the paper towels quickly, Nathan. Quickly, girls, clean it up. Clean yourself up. No, I mean you are practicing cleaning up with paper towels.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What?
That went everywhere. Holy crap! What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
See what I have to deal with in Australia? You like
Drinks are dangerous.
they are. Good thing we have like a plastic thing covering everything.
Yeah.
Could have been electrocuted.
That's the thing, though, people. It's 1 in 5 bottles.
Yeah, you just don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes they literally explode.
Yeah.
Uncle Jeff is never gonna get that arm.
They explode, and when you examine the remnants of the can, it says "Made in Dubai."
So, Halo was the chosen one, and it betrayed us.
Oh no, Halo was never the choice.
How was it? How was
10
it
years
woke
ago.
trash? Like, what was
So
Logan?
basically,
Is this like which game censored the word white in the game
Battlefield.
chat? It was Battlefield.
yeah. So basically, they show a trailer. It's like, why we fight, or we fight forever, or something like that. And it started with like some people back in World War I days. And it was like two brothers, and then it cuts to they're shepherds, right? And then it cuts to them being in war, and one of the brothers is helping the other brother, throws him inside a house and tries to treat him, and
You're getting them mixed up.
gives the gun to a woman who's like, I'm ready to fight.
I have it on good authority that you are getting it mixed up.
I'm not.
See, the first shot is of the shepherds, you're right. But
Yeah.
then those are that's like Babylonian times.
Oh,
Babylonian,
okay.
like back
So,
in the-
but they just looked similar.
No, I think it's just the dark scenes, so it's hard to tell what.
Yeah, okay.
colours it's gonna
Anyway,
have.
and then it cuts.
Hey,
then it
can you
cuts-
call yourself a Halo fan?
This has nothing to do with Halo. This part.
This is true.
Half of this trailer has nothing to do with Halo.
Okay.
And then it cuts to a soldier pulls his mate inside, tries to treat him, gives the gun to the lady who's just living in that house, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm ready to fight." Okay. The next one. What was the next one?
Was it the space one?
It was a woman of color traveling to space. She's going to be the first woman to do, or the first person to do fast and light travel. It's like, oh, epic woman moment. And
See, to me, that's obviously they lean that way.
obviously,
But the thing is, right, this is what kind of annoys me when it comes. I think we got to try and be balanced when we're criticizing works. Because imagine if this was the 80s or something and we saw just a woman that was black in a show.
if it was back
wouldn't
then,
matter.
it wouldn't matter.
Exactly.
Like Vasquez from Aliens, favorite character.
my standard is if it didn't matter then, it shouldn't matter now.
No, but it does matter now because they're doing
No,
it everywhere.
if they're literally trying to denigrate or replace well-established characters and stuff like that, then good, okay? But if they're creating something new and they just decide to go with a black woman and there's nothing wrong with it, sure.
Okay.
Let them, it's fine.
4 characters in, the new the sci-fi show Foundation. Mm-hmm. 4 characters in the books that were played by men or replaced by
I already
women
said,
of colour.
yeah, we can object when they're replacing pre-established characters and stuff but if they're creating something new and they just decide to go with woman or black, sure. Now, look, I think there are points when they have men doing stuff and women doing stuff that just is unrealistic, like Atomic Blonde, where she's kicking the crap out of men twice her size. It's like,
Yeah.
and she has no superhuman enhancement. She's not like Black Widow. And it's like, come on, give us a bit of realism.
That's
right?
the thing that I was okay with that movie. I didn't mind because it was a different time.
Different time.
It was a different time.
But the thing is, I really like it when movies be realistic about
Mm-hmm.
obvious limitations. When a smaller girl is fighting a larger man, there's clearly a strength. And by the way, you can determine strength a lot just by size, because size determines the amount of power you can do it, generate. And so when they account for that and make the woman have to fight clever to overcome a weakness, it can make it, and they can still win, and it makes a great fight scene. 2 examples that did it really well. Both are bad movies, but at least these fight scenes are good. It was the remade Tomb Raider. She's like in a swamp area and she's fighting a guy, and the guy's clearly stronger than her, picking her up and throwing her around. She has to do locks and clever fighting, everything. Really good example where they're just acknowledging the truth is that this guy would be stronger than her. And another example, I think it's Gemini Man.
Gemini Man?
With Will Smith.
Will Smith and Will Smith.
Will Smith and Will Smith. There's a female FBI agent, and she ends up fighting a guy, and it's the scene related to pulling out teeth, where she's threatened to have her teeth pulled out. And so there's this, it's a great fight scene where her limitations is very clear, yet she fights clever and overcomes and beats the guy.
I don't mind if a woman in a sci-fi, fantasy, whatever, fights a guy money, and she wins,
Yeah,
right?
well,
for me, it's the ulterior motive of the person making it. That's the issue. When they're trying to sell me something and they're like, again, just their ulterior motive.
I get that there's obviously an agenda at play.
Yeah,
Don't get me
that's.
wrong, right?
I don't like the agenda.
Yeah.
I don't mind if they put it in movies. You know, if like Atomic Blonde had no problem with.
And just to caveat the thing, I'm not saying women should always be depicted at a disadvantage. It's when it's so obviously depicted. Because, of course, when Ronda Rousey comes in, or Gina Carano, like...
Yeah, they kick ass.
Yeah, like, I think you can have scenes with Gina Carano overpowering other guys, clearly.
But they don't like Gina Carano now.
Oh, yeah. Like,
now she's
I find that, so, like... They're supposed to love strong strong women.
No.
And Gina Carano is an outspoken, independent, strong woman, very strong. But they don't want to support her because she has the wrong opinions.
She left the plantation. And that's my point, man. These are the people in control of media, and that's why I don't like them putting their work crap into stuff that I like.
Well,
when I see it, I'm going to point it out.
I think the example so far with Halo, just with the pilot, that's not really there yet.
Yeah, but it's not just the pilot, man. It's the whole lady loading the gun like, yeah, I'm going to fight for these soldiers. She's literally just a civilian in a house. She was scared when they came inside.
But it's not hard to use a gun. I don't know.
It's not hard to use a gun.
No, it's not, Oz!
It is.
Look, I'm not saying there isn't technique to it.
There's technique to gun
You're
using.
saying a regular person, and if there's a woman, there's a chance that she knows how to use a gun.
I severely doubt it that in the First World War, your average run-of-the-mill housewife knows how to fire a rifle, let alone load it.
I think there would be a higher percentage, though, perhaps than others. So in war, you think women didn't think it would be useful just to know how to shoot a gun?
I don't think most women do.
Especially if they grew up on a farm and they use guns for hunting
Most
and things.
men these days don't even know how to use guns. Most men, when they'll hold it...
It really depends where you live.
They just don't. My mate sells guns. I talked to him on Discord. He works at a gun shop.
I think you're looking at a skewed perspective, because from my perspective, I think it's very common for a lot of guys to know how to use guns. I've shot guns. I mean, I'm not a gun owner, okay, and we don't have guns in Australia, but I know how to use them. I know where the safety is. I know how to load, reload, and all that stuff. I know how to hold them.
Where the safety is?
On most guns, yeah.
Most guns don't have safety. Yeah, big myth, isn't it? You hear it all the time. Oh, you got the safety on. Most guns don't have safety latches.
The guns that do have safety.
Oh, okay. You know where the safety latch is on the guns that do have safety latches.
It's easy enough to find.
Name. Oh, what do they look like?
Usually a little tab that you click on.
Well, yeah, but what's the symbol on the tab?
I don't know the symbol.
Well, there you go. You don't know what a safety latch looks like. A safety latch has for most like automatic weapons.
But Oz, do you really think I could not identify the safety latch on a gun?
If you can't tell me what it is,
oh, come off it! I'm not that retarded.
If you can't tell me what it is right now,
we can get the replicas we have for filming, and I can point out where the safety is.
Okay, go get it. They don't have them.
Yeah, they do.
They don't have them.
They have a safety on them.
Show me.
Go get the gun.
I'm sorry, Shad, but if you say you can identify when I ask you what they look like, you can't tell me. It's a bullet with a cross through it. That's not a safety latch.
This is it for the gun.
No, it's not.
This is the safety for this gun.
That's not. It's for reloading it.
Yeah. But it's also safety.
No, it's not. You pull the thing back, hold it, put the clip in, and then it's loaded.
Yeah. Is that the safety?
No, it's not.
Alright, but
Desert Eagles don't have safety latches.
Let me
as far
look
as
this
I'm
up.
aware.
Of course they friggin'
This
have
is just
safeties.
cope. Look at the cope, guys.
Let's see. I'm saying if a gun has a safety, it's not too hard to figure out or identify what the safety is.
You just misidentified too.
Oh, look at that! Safety lever on the Desert Eagle. And is it the thing that I pointed? It friggin' is!
The first thing you pointed out.
Yeah, and then the second one, if it's not that, it would be that.
But you
it's
still
not
misidentified it twice.
No, once, and then I got it the very second time. And you said it didn't even have a safety.
I mean, I didn't see a safe. That's a safety latch?
Yo! This is what I mean. Without knowing too much about guns, it's easy to figure out what the safety is.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to just rely on my assumption and make a guess, because you misidentified it once.
It would be easy to confirm. You make sure it's unloaded, okay? You pull it out, and then make sure it's unloaded, cock it, click the thing that you think the safety, and see if you can pull the trigger. Oh, the trigger's not working because that's the safety. Confirmed. It's not friggin' hard.
Gun people, comment below. We'll see how this goes.
What got us on that subject?
I don't know. Oh yeah, a woman doesn't know how to fire a gun.
Yeah, it's not too hard for people to figure out, especially have some familiarity with guns or they shot one in the past.
Yeah, but anyway.
I'm all on board with calling out woke crap when it's woke, but I think we need to be careful to not go too far.
Go too far? You can't go too far with calling out commies.
If they are commies.
Yeah, they are commies.
Not everyone, Oz.
Everyone that isn't me, yes.
Was there anything else like that's overtly woke in this one?
I mean, it sucked, and usually woke things suck.
Well, yeah, usually woke things do suck. I agree there.
All right, game journal.
Is that it?
Oh yeah, also the awful battle pass system.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you wanted to buy one set of armor, it cost $20.
And they're even charging money for different coloured armor.
Yes. They're trying to...
How can they
We used to get...
condone such utter bullcrap? A different... What
Also, they are selling it...
They condone it because the multiplayer is free.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's how they're
but
trying to...
changing your
but
colour
a different
free.
friggin' colour?
Yeah.
They're charging
And if
money.
you
know what
pay
else
for
they're
the
doing?
game, you still have to pay for the skins.
Do you know what else they're doing? They are giving away colours for weapons and armour in fast food. So now they got the kids on board.
Seriously, stuff like this, don't support this new
Don't
Halo.
support it.
Don't buy it. Don't give them any money. They're being scumbags. They're going to be charging you for money. They're parasitic vampires that want to suck you for every cent you have.
Now,
They do
usually
not
I'm
care
willing
about
to
the
pay for
consumer.
something like that, but not this time.
They don't care about the consumer, and shame on you, Oz. That's disgusting. And you're just a money bag for them. Don't. Oh.
Yep, they're going after the whales. All right. So, game journalists exaggerate Half-Life 3 production. This is yours, Nathan.
Yeah, so there's this guy on YouTube, Tyler McVicker, and he usually does all the Valve news.
Vigor?
What's his name?
Tyler McVicker.
McVicker.
I think it's Vicar.
Does he like McDonald's? Does he come from Scotland? Has to
No.
be one of those two. I'd be very disappointed.
Probably
if he's not.
Scottish heritage.
Maybe
I'd
he's
say.
got heritage, I don't know. But he does lots of...
His
I
life
would-
goal should be to get a McDonald's meal named after him.
McVicker. Yeah.
McVicker.
Yeah, but specifically in Scotland.
In Scot- and what would the meal be, McVicker?
It'd be known as the Priestley meal.
Yeah, the Priestley meal, and it comes
Comes with a
it
cup
comes
of
like
holy water?
a holy
'Cause
water,
they believe in that
and
crap.
the Pope hat for the
Yep.
on
Oh yes, the Pope hat you roll up, you put it on.
Yeah.
Yep.
the
I'm about to say the
McVicker.
Catholic word. Well, because you know there was the guy who wore the Burger King hat and he said the N word. Do you hear about that?
No.
Oh, yeah. Because
that guy.
Also, Gears? Top Gear.
Yeah.
Top Gear host.
Was
Yeah.
that a Top Gear host that
Yeah.
did that? I don't know it was him.
Yeah, that was the Top Gear host. They've all gone very, very rogue.
They've all gone.
Rogue. Because they've got fired and they're like, alright, sweet, now I
We'll
can do
just
what I
do
want.
whatever the hell they want. But they've been making stuff on Amazon, like they have the Grand Tour.
Yeah.
And I think there was a new Grand Tour thing coming out, even recently. So
Amazon's
they're still
got less work there.
And there was a new show, Clarkson. It was like a show about him on his farm,
Yeah.
screwing everything up. He's a funny guy.
They like, maybe idiots, but they make good television.
Well, I don't think
I mean, that's what
Clarkson's
we
an
are,
idiot.
isn't it?
I think he's actually quite astute, and he knows how to play the clown.
He
but he
punched
does
the
it on
producer.
purpose. I
Which
would
who doesn't want to,
I
right?
would,
But-
yeah, I would love to know the full story because sometimes people deserve to get punched. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Sometimes they do, right?
Not wrong.
But you probably should be punching people you work with. Just saying, because if that was the case, oh boy,
It depends. It depends what they do.
bad situation for me to be in. I don't want to live in that world.
Yes. Now tell us about Half-Life.
Mick Vigor.
Okay, so this guy, he does lots of Valve conspiracy theories. I think Oz relates to him a lot, but kind of different things.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Like, imagine if Oz had his own channel, but it was all about
Yeah.
Valve games.
You're saying imagine if Oz actually made content?
Yeah. Anyways, good off topic. You two are in a mood today.
We're in a mood.
Yeah.
I think we're still rolling hot and heavy from
Yeah.
last recording
I
session.
think we're on fire.
A mood, as I call it. Anyways, so he was talking about Valve and how usually around this time everyone's going on break, and this is when usually they start to make projects like experimental, because usually during the year it's making Dota skins and working on CS:GO, and they can't work on anything new and exciting because that's not where the money is. And so right now,
She's just
Where's
still
the
trying to
money
milk
now?
Dota for everything they can.
yeah,
Well, no, they're trying to milk Dota players for everything they can.
Well, that's true.
true. And so around this time is when you start to get leaks of like secret projects and stuff.
Yeah,
And
leaks.
so he said probably one or two guys are working on Half-Life 3. Or a prototype of some sort.
Didn't Valve say that they're not doing Half-Life 3?
Yeah, but then in Half-Life Alyx, at the end, they kind of announced that they're going to do a
Oh,
Half-Life 3.
okay. That's
The world didn't end. Because people have been waiting, it became a
I know,
meme.
but that's the thing. That's a whole other issue with Valve politics and the way they make content, because it was... They're all about money, pretty much. And they got a flat management, so there's no bosses, but seniority and people who are friends with people who have power become secret boss managers, and so it's like a very weird political.
Sounds like a setup for a TV show.
Yeah, it's
Secret boss managers.
No, they call it "Who's the Boss?"
Yeah, and so you got to get
Because they don't know. Who's
the boss?
Who's the boss?
It was the lady, I'm pretty sure.
Well, Abed gave a very compelling breakdown on Community.
I love that when the guy pulls the drawer open and he's got a gun in there, but also he's got another magazine. What? What's it do with a gun? Anyway, so yeah, Games Journos picked this up and...
Oh yeah, no, they said that. So he said probably 2 people working on a prototype for Half-Life 3, and then all the game journalists are saying Valve is making Half-Life 3 still. They're working on it. It's coming out. And then he came out and was like
two developers are just on the off time making like a model that is something with
Yeah.
what guns might we do if we ever get to do it?
Yeah.
They're definitely making it, guys.
yeah. And
The
so
Games Journos just completely on par, like living up to their reputation.
like most media now, it's just they hear one thing and then they'll
Yeah.
Wait, you're saying that
Clickbait it.
media Dude, you sound like a conspiracy theorist.
Well, I do work next to you, Oz.
I'm
I
rubbing
see,
off on
I
you.
see your screens.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's that news story.
Yep, journos being journos. Gosh, if you like games and you're listening to game journos, like guys, just independent reviewers on YouTube, okay? That's where it's at. Where if you want unbiased, fair reviews and stuff, game journos are just
There's a select few good ones, but the rest
very
are all...
rare.
Well, remember what happened with IGN? They did a review of Dead Cells that they just straight up copied from
Yeah.
some guy.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And that happened with Screen
And
Rant
then
as well.
the zombies that were pale were like, you know, a nod to white supremacy. Like, who did that?
Well, to be fair, they did say the N-word. They did, in the game. When 2 zombies spoke at a particular time, they said...
Well, I mean, they're the bad guys.
They are the bad guys. Yeah. Alright, in other news, so you know how I just spilled this drink?
Yes.
A lot of it got into my shoe, and because my shoe is very air, you know, lets air through it, my toes are sticky.
Thank you for sharing that.
Foot fetishists?
That's
Stay on-
very-
just imagine that. Anyway, mango.
And fungus.
Oh, my feet are very clean, okay? My feet are very clean. My feet are clean. Anyway, Casey Neistat robbed. His car broken into, all of his children's birthday presents stolen, and
Oh, that sucks.
Seth Rogen says, "Bro, just get robbed. I've been robbed 15 times. I love it."
Hang on, and didn't he say, like, almost in the same sentence that this is a great city?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. And then he's like, I've been robbed 15 times.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I've been to LA like 10 years ago, and that place is
So-
horrible.
Do you know how many times I've been robbed?
How many?
None.
None?
Well, actually, I've had a package taken from the front thing.
I've had that too.
I did have someone try and break into the car when I was in Adelaide, but they didn't take anything because there was nothing of value there. And so people have tried.
Happened to me twice. I remember twice in my life where someone in my family has had something stolen from them. Like, my house got broken into when I was like 7.
Yeah.
They've trashed everything except for my room because it's a little kid's room,
Yeah.
which is pretty depressing. And one of the kids who was part of the whole crew that broke in and trashed everything actually ratted on them and ended up giving us presents. What a nice kid. Anyway, yeah.
So yeah, of course there's crime everywhere, but how many times? Like,
So, this is the tweet from Casey Neistat. So, our cars got robbed this morning because Los Angeles is a crime-ridden third world S-hole.
get out of
a
there,
city.
like, abandoned. That it is just like
Yep.
Escape from New York, real life. I mean,
Have you seen that movie?
yeah,
I watched it the other
remember
night.
anything about
It's
it.
pretty good.
Snake Plissken.
I love the line where everyone's like, "I thought you were dead." I'm like, "We're in that a lot." Anyway, but tremendous appreciation and gratitude to the hard-working officers at the LAPD who not only arrested the Emma Effer, but they got all of our stolen goods back. And Seth Rogen chimed in, "Dude." Wait, let me try to do this.
Hang on. Weed, dude.
Weed dude. Now, usually I'd be like, "Yeah, weed dude, LeMayo," but not when it's this guy.
We do not endorse.
We don't endorse
weed bad.
Weed bad, unless it's legal in your state.
Even then, I don't think it's good for you.
I would agree. But neither is McDonald's. So, Seth Rogen.
I mean,
dude, I've lived here for 20 years. You're nuts. It's lovely here. Don't leave anything valuable in it. It's called living in a big city.
and like, he's become so pointless, like that. Is he clout chasing Casey Neistat?
Probably.
It feels like that.
Yeah.
Where he's like trying to connect with, honestly, someone who is more, I think he's more successful by now, more popular, and way more talented
Yeah.
than him.
He was big back in the 2010s, you know.
And he just coasted on very little.
Well,
ability.
he coasted off 40-Year-Old Virgin. He was in that as just like a side character. Then Knocked Up, where he was a main character, and then those sorts of movies kind of like fell away because they're problematic now. He'd be considered very sexist and racist because of those. Anyway, then Casey Neistat replied, "I can still be mad though, right? I feel so violated."
But okay, don't ask him for it. Like, I hope that's not phrased as a question, but a statement.
No.
Of course, I can still be mad.
No,
you
no,
know?
but here's the thing. I think he's just like, oh, here's a bit of bait. Like, you make yourself look worse. Because that's honestly what I would do.
Yeah.
I've done it with people on Facebook before, and they always
They always take it.
They always take it. Like with a particular family, I'm very polite, give them the bait, and they take it. Anyway, Seth Rogen, you can be mad, but I guess I don't personally view my car as an extension of myself, and I've never really felt violated any of the 15 or so times my car has been broken into. Once a guy accidentally left a cool knife in my car, so if it keeps happening, you might get a little treat.
What a friggin' moron.
You know, it'd be a real treat not getting robbed.
Yeah.
Is he trying to be funny though?
He's always been trying to be funny.
Like, is this his attempt at humor?
This is a communist thing.
Communist? Well, yeah, you were saying that when full-blown communism,
Yep.
were they encouraging theft? Like,
No, it's just like completely, you stole from someone, from each according to their ability, to each according to their need, you know?
Yeah,
Comrade, do not hate the thief. He needs
rob
it.
from the rich and give to the poor.
Yep, but if you robbed from the elite, they will find you and kill you. But no, this happened in a lot of eastern states and western states in America where anything below $1,000 isn't considered like a certain type of theft. And what they're doing, right, is mobs of people are getting into group chats, and they're like, "Hey, we're going to meet at this store."
And they just raid.
Yeah, they just raid the store, and nothing happens. Yeah, so so the guy didn't when your car got broken into. The guy didn't leave anything.
No, I didn't
leave
get any
anything? No
presents.
treats?
I mean, I wouldn't. Even if he did, I wouldn't say that balances out. Like, you know, I could like buy a knife for less money than what probably of the value of things that were stolen.
Yeah.
Like, if I really wanted a knife,
You could get a knife.
I could get a knife.
But this is a little treat.
Idiots.
Yeah, what a retard, eh? Dude, look, I'm not a doctor. I think the weed might be affecting this guy.
Next article.
Yeah, there's a new Transformer in town. Yeah, a new Transformer.
Is he an Autobot or Decepticon?
He's a Decepticon.
Oh.
Yes, very deceiving.
Okay.
There's more than meets the eye with this guy. The Transformer known as Omnicrom.
Omnicrom.
He's a Decepticon.
Yeah. He
Now-
must be pretty powerful because, I mean, you have the Omni Matrix, I think, or Omnicore, Omnicron.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was what? So first there was Deltatron.
Deltatron.
Then there was Epsilobot, Epsilonobot, something like that.
And then Omnicron.
And then Omnicron. Yep. Yeah, and so, look, man, like, I don't know, this bot has managed to sneak into so many countries. It's crazy. Even though people are actually designing their vehicles so they can't be reproduced by Transformers, it's crazy, right? So, you know how the Transformers, they hide as these
Yeah.
like vehicles.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
robots in disguise.
Robots in disguise, more than meets the eye.
More than meets the eye, yep.
So, yeah, very inclusive. We've designed vehicles so they can't be impersonated by the robots, but for some reason, they actually are.
This one's just impersonating the...
Yeah.
Well, then what was the point of...
Well, that's the thing, though.
making
I know,
cars
right?
that, like...
Despite having all these protections to stop the Transformers, they just keep getting into and affecting these populations.
But I've heard the owners of those cars are blaming people who haven't made the cars protected, even though their own protected cars are still getting copied.
I know, right? I don't get it either. Look, I'm not a scientist. I don't know about robotics. but it doesn't seem to make any sense to me either.
I don't get it.
I know, but
And
yeah, the what do you call it? MIT,
mm-hmm.
Institute of Technology. They've come out and said, well, if you don't believe what we tell you about this, you're a conspiracy theorist, because they are the authority on robots. You know, and so we can't ask questions. Just accept what they say, because they are the science, basically.
All right, well, be careful of this new Transformer, all right? And we know most of the Transformers movies have pretty much sucked massively, and so I don't expect this next Transformer to be any better.
Oh, man, it's all... And it's just like the Transformers movie. You look at the Transformers, they look so fake. All of it just looks so fake to me.
They do look pretty fake.
Yeah, anyway. So, Masters of the Universe Part 2 is trash.
Yeah, so we did a big review of Master of the Universe, Part 1, Revelations Master of the Universe.
I was half asleep during that.
It was horrible. Tila's worst character ever, right? And no one is given, like, now, it's funny. The worst thing a show probably can have is really apathy. Not hatred, but no one giving a stuff.
Yep.
And that's exactly what's happening. Like, I think on, is it Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah.
There's only, 4 or 8 official reviews.
Not many.
There's barely any. No one is given a crap about this. And we haven't either. Because it was, why would we bother reviewing this steaming pile of crap that is now culturally irrelevant? Mainly due to the first. Like, if it was relevant and there was a conversation about it, we probably would do it because there is conversation happening. But everyone got their message from the first one. It's garbage. We're not going to even bother. Who gives a crap? And
it did serve a purpose, though. Now we know that Kevin Smith is a snake.
Well, yeah, because they were trying to say that the second one will still be about He-Man, and I haven't watched it, but I've listened to some reviews from people who have watched it, and oh boy, is this like the biggest dumpster fire from report. Look, I haven't seen it, but from report, if any of these things are accurate, oh my goodness, is it like next level trash?
Yeah.
And yeah, he only becomes He-Man towards the end, right? Spoilers, but you're not going to watch it because it's garbage. So, you know, I have a spoiler. And it's hilarious, right? Is that there is this fight between He-Man and Skeletor, but it's the very end. But that's like playing second fiddle to the main battle. That's between Evil-lyn. So Evil-lyn gets the sword and becomes Evil-lyn, which is a very appropriate name according to how she looks. Take a look at what Evil-lyn looks like with the sword, and yes, I think Evil-lyn is a perfectly appropriate
These
name.
people have no self-awareness.
And the main battle is between Evil-lyn and Tila, of course, because it's all about Tila. She becomes a sorceress, and of course they defeat the bad person, but then she wanted to destroy reality, like the universe, okay? And then they forgive her. It's like...
Well, she's only a woman, man. It's like I'm always saying, got to be more fucking women.
Yeah, I love your reactions. Oh, get this. This is amazing. This one is amazing, right? Skeletor, you know at the end of the first one, he gets the sword of power and he becomes like God Skeletor, whatever. So, Evil-lyn wants to get the sword of Skeletor. How do you think she does it, guys?
She plays with his bone.
You've heard of this one?
No. Well, I'm alright.
What's she do?
She seduces Skeletor?
She seduces Skeletor.
The dude's a skeleton!
And then she's like, oh, no, I'm paraphrasing. You're too powerful. Like, your bone would go right through me with... You got to depower, baby, so we can do it. This is He-Man, a kid's cartoon, right? So Skeletor depowers so he can phone Evil-lyn, and then when he depowers, he steals the sword. How could someone unironically write this?
Oh no, I don't know whether to laugh or cry or like how I feel about that. This is
supposed to be a pro-women show and everything like that, yet the only way Evil-lyn can rise to the top is by seducing the guy.
Well, dude, she has to...
It's like, played into some stereotypes there, huh?
But dude, no, I'm going to be charitable here. She has to use everything that she has to use. You know, she has to use everything at her disposal.
Yeah, but
everything she could possibly
I'm not
muster.
saying women can't use their sexual wiles to manipulate people, because it is honestly, it's a strength that a lot of women can utilize. And like Faye Valentine in the original Cowboy Bebop, she used her sexiness to manipulate and stuff.
I'm on your side though, but I'm saying
I know,
she has to use everything she can,
but,
and that's what she uses.
Yeah, right. And the thing is though, it's like, so the mainstream narrative is like, that's so sexist. It's like depicting that women can only get ahead by, you know, one, piggybacking off of the strong man, taking his power, and then doing it by offering sexual favors.
Well, I mean, if it worked for Jennifer Lawrence, I mean, surely it would work for...
Ooh,
it's well known. That's why she doesn't do movies anymore.
Really?
It's well known.
Is it Harvey Weinstein? Like...
Yeah. Who said it? It's easy to identify Harvey's girls.
So, wow, like just on those notes alone.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe it.
And that was in part 1?
This is in part 2. This is everything we talked about is in part 2.
Oh.
Like, I've obviously been offended enough about what they did to He-Man and desecrated it. And it's got to the point where they butchered and desecrated He-Man so much. It's dead now. It's like, you know, you are, you know, disrespecting the corpse, okay, but whatever you're doing with He-Man is dead. Interesting, just on the side, do you know Netflix also did a rebooted animated version as well that's out? And it's not terrible. It's actually a kid's version, and it's actually not terrible. My kids have watched it, they've enjoyed it, and it's like, okay.
What about She-Ra?
No, don't watch that thing.
You had me literally burn a book. Do you have any idea how powerful I felt doing that? I'm doing what the commies do.
Yeah, there is an obvious, very adult, you know, message in She-Ra, which is not, I don't think it's kid appropriate at all. They shouldn't be thinking about that stuff at such a young age. And so...
What was it? Be a lesbian?
Go into it. Yeah, basically.
Oh, wow.
And kids should not be thinking about...
Because life isn't about that at that age.
No, it shouldn't be. And
it's about having fun.
I don't think you should even encourage or put in kids' heads or anything like that, because let them be kids, okay? They'll learn about that when they need to learn about the birds and the bees. And so injecting adult things in kids' shows like that, no.
I mean, your body tells you when you're ready for that stuff.
Stick to the very, like... preschool kind of depiction of mummy and daddy relationships in kids shows, and so then they can learn about it all when they grow up. All right, but interestingly, there's a new She-Ra thing in the works, and I forget who's doing it, if it's Amazon or something like that, but it's going to be based off of the original She-Ra and not the rebooted one, and the people that love the rebooted one are so salty about it because they're basically ignoring it.
Dude, it's made by Amazon, you say?
We'll see how it is. I don't have much hope for that either. But the thing is, though, this is a weird thing. Most media is crap, but then you get the odd one out that's good. Like, and the weird thing, Arcane, it comes from Netflix. What the hell? Like, it's bizarre. Netflix makes such trash, and then you get this great one. It's like, who's doing what in Netflix?
A broken clock is right twice a day, Shep.
Well, that's a bizarre thing. So the actual He-Man animated one, it's pretty good. Okay, well, you don't hate everything, and that one I can like, all right, there was a different He-Man reboot that probably get... I haven't watched it in depth. I've watched the first maybe 4 to 6 episodes, and hey, it's a kids show. Honestly, they're doing justice to He-Man in a reinterpretation and stuff. But oh my goodness, yeah, this Revelations, God, it is like... And what a way to burn your own reputation, Kevin.
Good job, Kevin Smith.
Ooh. Couldn't have done better if he tried, almost. Because the thing is, if someone was actually trying to ruin their career, they wouldn't have come off as snaky and insincere. It's the fact that he was trying to fool people and lie and preserve whatever credibility he had, and then revealing he was such a snake through the whole thing makes him look so bad. Like, worse than if he...
Yeah.
Okay, so Twitter has a new CEO.
Does it? Doesn't?
Yeah, it does. Jack Dorsey is gone. He's gone to live in the mountains with yaks. And
well, he wasn't that great.
No, he wasn't. Oh man, that guy was a mess. That guy seemed like he was perpetually high on heroin.
Yeah, towards the end, it's like,
Yeah.
we at Twitter, we believe in free speech, even though we're doing everything against it, but no, we believe in free speech.
Just like that, great impression.
Yeah, thank you.
All you need is like a massively long...
Just watch the Joe Rogan Tim Pool interview.
Oh,
with
that
Jeff.
was gold.
Oh, good
That
on
was
you, Tim.
gold.
Good on you.
All right, yeah, so he's apparently talking about how we need to make sure that Twitter's safe, and we, as a company, we have a responsibility to censor people.
Yet they're okay with extremists on Twitter.
They are.
Like, really bad extremists on Twitter.
Yep, they're okay with that.
Yeah, perfectly fine. But if you're even a mild conservative that leans the other way,
Yep, goodbye.
gee, you can't even express a belief about gender identity. You are the worst person in the world. Yet there are literally people posting, decapitating videos at times and stuff like that.
Yep, I mean, they've posted things, just heinous things on there that are illegal to go on there and refuse to take it down.
Twitter,
Even when the victim talks to them and says, hey, I'm a victim of the thing happening in this video, please delete it. They're like, no.
Twitter is scum.
Twitter is
Utter
scum. So, we have someone who frequents Twitter a lot. Nathan, tell us about Twitter.
Unfortunately, I'm on there because it's like...
But you don't use it.
Only rarely, but it's to push the attraction of videos and when I announce them and release them.
Yeah.
Nathan, tell us about Twitter.
It's strange, because for me, I feel like there's two sides, or maybe three sides to Twitter for me. There's my game dev side, so it's just people posting, like which I was saying, just trying to push to another platform to see cool stuff, industry news and whatever. Then you get discourse, which usually gets very heated, and a lot of the time very one-sided, and we'll talk about which side that is.
Yeah, Twitter is basically just an echo chamber.
Yeah.
And whoever has the bigger fan base, basically... The thing is that, like, because I've only recently engaged in actual Twittering recently, some idiot just said this utter bullcrap thing about me, and he tagged me in it, and I was like, wow, your idiocy deserves to be seen by more people. So I replied and retweeted it.
I did see that, actually.
You saw that one?
Yeah.
And,
people had your back, Shad.
he got roasted.
Shad, why are you
gloriously.
directing hate at people?
Well, he deserved that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so basically just more of the same. More of the same. Probably maybe even worse, though.
Yeah.
Now they've just taken the mask off.
Ah, gosh, get off Twitter. Well, I'm on it, so... But I don't... Stop using it. I don't know. Just...
Yeah.
Well, I know heaps of devs who will like come on and off it each during the year. They'll leave and come back whenever they need to.
Yeah.
Just because they hate. Because as well, it's
People think that it reflects majority opinion, and it doesn't. It's not the real world.
It's like 70% of it is woke people, and it's only 1% of the US population.
Yeah, but like... It's ridiculous.
I mean, it's not really that important. It happens every year. Mark Zuckerberg updated his software.
I heard that Android got an update.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Just so now he has a direct feed into the Oh wait, no, there was some more Mark Zuckerberg news.
Okay.
So he says that you've heard of the new metaverse. Metaverse will be as simple as plugging in your VR headset, and to exit, it's easy as taking a red pill.
There we go. So when he plugs in, does he just like put his finger on like?
Yeah, his eyes roll back.
Yeah, into the
because he's got a
CD-ROM.
central viewing processor in the
Yeah,
back.
I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 3 new Spider-Man movies.
Oh wow. So this is confirmed then.
3 new Spider-Man movies, apparently. I hope they're Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies.
Okay. It's really gonna depend on how this new one's coming out.
It must be good.
I mean, it could be good, this new one, right? Like, the first Spider-Man movie, Homecoming, is a good movie.
Yeah.
Okay? I did not like Far From Home. This one, there's concerns, as I've already mentioned. We've talked about
So
this
many
already.
villains.
Yet, it could be good. Like, I've saw the most recent trailer, and I have to say, it looks fun. It looks like it's going to be a ride, no matter what. Even if there's really stupid things.
They've cut...
I mean, it's going to be fun seeing Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man again.
They keep cutting them out of the trailers, though.
Yeah, it's funny, right? So there was the new most recent trailer, right? There's this scene where you see Spider-Man swinging towards like the bad guys, and you see
motion.
Electro, and then the bottom one you see
Lizard, his head
the Lizard
turns.
Man, right? No, but it. In a version of the trailer that was released in another country, I forget where, that scene was a little bit longer, and Lizard goes forward and he gets punched by an invisible,
by an invisible
thing.
force, yeah.
It's gone now, but there was a mistake, and so obviously they've CGI'd out one of the other Spider-Men in that scene.
Yeah.
And they do that a lot. Like in a lot of trailers. Thor, right? Ragnarok, they CG out his broken eye in the scenes where he had like his eye cut out. And so they change things in trailers to not spoil anything.
Yeah.
But that kind of...
know.
The other Spider-Man, we know the other Spider-Man are in.
Yeah.
So
If it's got the villains, why wouldn't they have the other Spider-Man?
like, I actually do enjoy fan service. I don't like it when it's done disingenuously, keys hanging in the front of the face like the Mandalorian. It goes too far. But sometimes I feel like it's giving fans what they want, and I appreciate that. And I could probably enjoy it a lot just for the fun ride and the fan service, and it might actually be a really enjoyable film. And holy crap, that could be like the only enjoyable thing Marvel has made in the recent phase.
What have they done recently?
Did all the TV
Loki?
shows.
Okay, apart from the TV shows.
Eternals.
Oh.
Which we haven't watched yet. We know we said we will.
Nathan saw it. He said it was his favourite movie this year.
What?
You said, I especially
kept
love
my
the
lips
diversity.
Sealed from you.
You said,
guys.
I love the diversity and the representation.
Wow, you're just defending
So-
me now.
Yes, I am.
There's things in Australia where certain, half of the population
It's
are
the
being
Transformers,
treated-
man.
Yeah, being treated like second-class citizens, and so I have the new car. Basically.
You have the new car,
I
yeah.
do have a new car.
I refuse to have any car.
But any place that is denying anyone service for having the new car,
Yep,
or not
for
having
not
a new
having
car, I haven't been going to any of
he's-
those
He
businesses
stuck to it, man. He stuck to it.
because I won't support him. I think it's evil.
Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I won't, because look, it's actually there's a larger authority forcing, and so it's unfortunate because a lot of businesses are actually really getting punished by lower business
Well, that's
as a result.
Yeah, part of the point.
But that's going to be the result.
Yep.
So, I haven't seen Eternals yet, and we would have if we were allowed to.
Have you seen the new Venom yet, though? That came out.
Maybe we'll see, because
I'll put
if it also goes out on streaming services, then there are ways for us to potentially see stuff.
Yeah. But, let's say that Jack Sparrow himself just came along and said, here you go, matey.
Well, if Jack Sparrow was willing to show me a film, how could I say no? It's Jack Sparrow.
It's Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
He's the greatest pirate we've ever heard
Yeah.
of. But he actually did leave you a copy in a folder somewhere.
I'll
He
have
did.
to have a
Yeah.
yeah.
I saw it. I won't give my opinions on it. I'm sure people who have seen it and know me would know how I feel about it. So that's that.
You loved it then. Oh,
It's bad.
okay. Alrighty. Well,
3D Spider-Man.
3U Spider. So, if this one is Spider-Man seems to be the only thing Marvel has left that might have legs and popularity still, until they bring in the X-Men finally.
Yeah.
Please.
They have been trying to destroy legacy characters and then replace them, and no one's been having a bar of it.
They
It's they've been failing epically, and then they've been assassinating already established characters, like they destroyed Loki, and they did a really bad job with Scarlet Witch. They did a really Falcon and Winter Soldier, and everyone's either dead or their character is assassinated, and then they're trying to bring in these new characters that obviously no one gives a crap about.
They teased mutants at the beginning of Venom 2.
But that's in a different universe.
Yeah,
No,
so
but still,
that's Sony though.
they still teased it. They
Did
literally
they
said the
do
word,
a
my
mutants-
mutation's getting worse. That's what she said. My mutation's getting worse.
I think that's not related to X-Men though, because you can have mutations. Mutations is a general term.
Yeah, but what are the superpowers in X-Men called? What are the superheroes called?
Yeah.
They're called mutants.
Yeah, but that means no one else can't use the word mutant.
It's part of the same thing. Of course,
No, the Venom ones, we know Spider-Man is, but we don't have confirmation the Venom movies are in the MCU.
it basically is.
No, I don't think they are.
Spider-Man's in the MCU, correct?
Marvel, only Spider-Man because they have a deal.
Yeah, but they've got Spider-Man in the Venom movies and the Morbius movie.
Hang on, is Spider-Man in the new Venom?
They reference Spider-Man in the new Morbius film.
Well, we'll see. Look, I reckon it'll be cool if they think, but I think Disney is too greedy and they want too much control over the properties in the MCU, and they're not going to let Sony do separate movies that they have all the rights to and profit off the MCU without
They'll
Disney
figure out a way to do it.
Disney wants a cut. They're greedy. They're
Yeah,
not
so
gonna
does
let
Sony
them.
want to cut, though. They bought the rights fair and square.
Well, they have
figure
the
out a way.
rights. Yeah.
They'll figure out a way.
Okay.
All right, Hawkeye released. We haven't watched it yet.
But we do want to.
We want to. Is it a TV show or a movie?
It's a TV show.
yeah.
So we have lots to review. We're trying to keep on top of things, so we'll do what we can, people. But we would like to review Hawkeye, do a roundtable discussion and deep dive. hopefully we'll get to it.
Yeah, I mean, I like how it looks.
I'm
like Die
avoiding.
Hard.
I've only seen a trailer. I'm avoiding all other spoilers or reviews until we can see it and go in unbiased.
Yeah.
So nothing to really comment on at the moment.
Oh.
But going back on the Spider-Man thing, the 3 movies. Okay, 3 movies might be good if it's. But gee, I don't know. I'm worried. That's my last thing.
What are you worried about?
If it's bad, it's just going to perpetuate the cycle of crap.
Why would it be bad though?
Well, it depends on how this movie is. Because Marvel, I don't have faith in Marvel, and is Marvel just going to ruin Spider-Man now? I don't know. I maybe it gives them hope that they'll improve because we'll see. That's it.
So, okay, do I go back to Hawkeye?
Yeah.
Okay. Hawkeye looks like Die Hard, and I appreciate that because Die Hard's a great movie. Anyone seen Die Hard here?
I don't think it looks like Die Hard.
It looks like Die Hard.
What? It's an action film based in the holiday season. Is that the only connection?
That's the vibe they're given, yeah.
That's not Die Hard.
Am I the only one? I'll go through the comments of the trailer.
People have said it's like the first Die Hard.
Well,
I
there you
haven't
go.
seen it though.
I have. I've seen it many times. It's a great movie. Have you seen it?
Of course I've seen Die Hard. But I am skeptical. We will see.
You've seen Die Hard 1?
Yeah.
I'm going to challenge you on this.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Finish that sentence. Oh, so he hasn't seen it. Boop, 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 boop.
Emma
Effer, yeah.
Of course I have.
Mother Fudger.
Do you want other clout? It's like,
Give me another one.
welcome to the party.
You got it wrong.
Did I get it wrong?
Welcome to the party, pal.
Oh, come off it.
I got
Screw
it right.
you.
I got it more correct than you did.
No, that's fine.
Okay, who are the 2 characters named Johnson & Johnson? And are they related?
I can't remember names.
You don't remember the
But
FBI
it's got
guys?
Snape in it. It's like,
Yeah.
I want these brothers.
What's his name?
I want these brothers of the Cosgrove. I read about them in Time magazine.
What's his name?
Come on.
What's his name? I know it.
I don't remember names.
It's HG is his initials.
Okay.
Hans Gruber.
Gruber. Oh, yeah.
Turn to page 394.
Like gets his feet cut up on glass and
Okay, fine. You know what? You've seen the movie. I'll give you that.
screw you.
But I knew more about it. Okay, look, that's actually my gift. If I've seen a movie or just heard anything about a movie, I automatically know. I automatically know.
Know what?
I just know movies.
Do you?
It's a curse. When me and the mates are deciding what movie to watch for the night, they're like, what's this movie? I haven't even seen it. I already know everything about it.
Sure.
It's a curse, man.
Okay.
They're like, what's Double Jeopardy? I haven't seen that. I'm like, it's about this, it's got this person in it, and it's not very good. I haven't seen it. I just know movies, man.
Well, you knew a lot about Jupiter Rising on the
Jupiter Ascending.
Jupiter Ascending.
I haven't even seen it.
And you didn't see that. So
Yeah.
I can
Give me another movie right now.
that you've heard of or that you haven't heard of.
Just a movie that I might have heard of.
I don't know. I know movies that you wouldn't have heard of, like
Yeah.
Mordecai.
Mordecai.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp, he plays a billionaire.
No, wrong one.
Mordecai is that?
No, there's a different one named.
Oh, well, there you go. You've given me 2 movie names. 2 different movies.
I can't.
Whatever. Anyway, local news. What's happened in local news?
We kind of gave some.
Yeah,
local news
what's
already.
some of your local news?
Oh, I watched Gattaca again the other night. It was great. Anyone seen Gattaca?
Yeah, I've seen Gattaca.
Nathan?
No.
Watch Gattaca with the missus. She'll love it. You'll love it too. It's a great movie. Very wholesome movie.
Ooh.
It's about why you shouldn't discriminate against people because of their genetics.
I don't know, someone does cremate himself at the end.
Yeah, because
Spoilers.
yeah. Thanks for spoiling that one for people out there.
They don't know who or in what context.
But that's
you still
actually-
get plenty of enjoyment
That's
out
a
of it.
beautiful scene though.
Yeah,
because
he wholesomely cremated himself.
Do you know why he did that? It
I
shows
don't know,
the
spoilers.
entire movie.
No spoilers,
he was
Oz.
living for that guy. That's the only reason he was alive was for the other guy.
You know, I think with spoilers, a good movie is still good even if you know what's going to happen.
And
Oh,
Gattaca
but
is.
sometimes you want the twist revealed to you in the moment. It's really
Okay,
fun when
M.
you-
Night
True.
Shyamalan.
I agree, but also I've been spoiled
Yeah,
games and
what?
movies.
I see dead people.
What's that movie called?
What?
What's the movie called?
I see dead people.
Yeah.
Now you put me on the spot. I would have had it. I would have had it.
The Sixth Sense.
I would have had it, you bastard.
Who else is in it?
What? Bruce Willis.
Ah, you got me. Okay, there you go.
What, you
I gave
think
you so many chances.
You think I haven't seen it?
Name another movie M. Night Shyamalan and Bruce Willis did together.
Unbreakable.
Nice. You're doing pretty well, man. I'll give you that.
See? There you go.
Nathan, you suck.
I'm sorry.
You said nothing.
All right. So this has been Nightly News. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, be watchful.